Stunning revelation. Imagine a life where intimacy and independence not only coexist, but enrich one another. Welcome to Avoidant Attachment, how to get close without losing freedom. Today, we delve into the intricate dance of relationships for those with an avoidant attachment style. Individuals who treasure their independence yet secretly yearn for connection. I'm Ruth Ann, a clinical psychologist specializing in relationships, and in the next few minutes, you will discover actionable strategies to safeguard your cherished freedom while opening your heart to intimacy. Picture this. You are someone who values solitude and self-reliance, someone who can venture into the world with the confidence of a lone wolf, yet sometimes feels the pang of loneliness when you crave a deeper connection. For many avoidantly attached individuals, relationships have often been a battlefield where emotional closeness is synonymous with a loss of autonomy. Our early experiences might have taught us that depending on others is dangerous, a lesson learned from caregivers who, while providing for our physical needs, offered little in the way of warmth or emotional nurturance. Consequently, we develop a fortress of independence, a sanctuary where vulnerability is kept at bay. I recall a story of a client. Let's call him James. James was the epitome of self-sufficiency, always punctual, remarkably organized, and fiercely independent. Yet beneath that calm exterior lay a deep-seated fear of emotional entanglement. Every time a partner began to show genuine affection, James would instinctively retreat, not out of a lack of desire, but to protect the self he had painstakingly built over years of isolation. It was as if his very identity depended on maintaining a delicate balance, a balance where he could savor the sweetness of closeness without surrendering his autonomy. So, how do we achieve that balance? The answer begins with understanding our own history. Reflect on the early relationships that shaped you. What messages did you receive about love and vulnerability? For many avoidants, the refrain was, "You're fine on your own." That mantra, repeated often in childhood, eventually becomes both a shield and a shackle. It protects us from the potential pain of rejection, but it also confines us, preventing us from experiencing the full spectrum of human connection. Once we grasp the roots of our avoidance, the next step is to validate our needs. Yes, your need for space, independence, and autonomy is not only valid, but is a vital part of who you are. It is a strength, one that allows you to navigate life's challenges with a steady hand. However, remember that human connection is also essential. In relationships, balance is key. The healthiest bonds are those where both partners honor their own individuality while nurturing a shared intimacy. Consider this. A relationship is much like a well-crafted duet. Each musician maintains their unique sound, yet they come together in harmony to create a melody that is richer than either could achieve alone. Let me share another story. This one about a remarkable woman named Emily. Emily always felt torn between her desire for independence and the longing for deep connection. In her relationships, she often found that when she pushed for closeness, her partners would pull away. Over time, she began to realize that her insistence on autonomy, while admirable, sometimes led her to dismiss the genuine gestures of intimacy that were offered. With careful self-reflection and some gentle guidance, Emily learned to embrace vulnerability incrementally. She started by sharing small parts of her inner world, a favorite memory, a moment of quiet sadness, and found that these glimpses into her soul invited her partners to open up in return. This gradual, mutual exchange of vulnerability built a bridge between independence and closeness that was both secure and liberating. For those of us with an avoidant attachment style, one of the greatest challenges is the tendency to over-rely on what I call the fix-it mode. When faced with a partner's emotional distress, our instinct is to solve the problem, to offer practical solutions rather than simply listen. This approach, while efficient in the realm of daily tasks, often falls short in the delicate arena of feelings. Imagine a partner who is sharing their fears or frustrations, only for you to immediately launch into a list of solutions. In that moment, they are not seeking a fix. They are yearning to be heard, to feel understood, to know that their emotions matter. A simple, sincere, "I hear you," can be far more powerful than any advice you might offer. Learning to shift from fix-it mode to empathetic listening is a game changer. It requires patience and, above all, a willingness to be vulnerable yourself. It means occasionally setting aside your natural inclination to withdraw or problem solve, and instead inviting your partner into a dialogue where both of you can express your feelings openly. This doesn't mean you abandon your need for independence. Rather, you create a safe space where intimacy is not a threat, but a shared resource. Another crucial aspect is building trust gradually. Trust is the foundation upon which all healthy relationships are built. Yet for many avoidants, trust is a scarce commodity, something earned slowly over time. You might begin by engaging in small, non-threatening acts of connection, such as sharing a quiet cup of coffee or a walk in the park. These moments, though seemingly trivial, are the building blocks of trust. They offer a safe environment for both partners to practice vulnerability without overwhelming each other. Over time, as trust deepens, you may find that you're more willing to let down your guard, to share your innermost thoughts and feelings. Clear communication is equally essential. The art of conversation, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, can sometimes be as intricate as composing a symphony. In a secure relationship, communication flows naturally, with both partners feeling free to express their desires, frustrations, and needs. For those with avoidant tendencies, however, communication can feel like stepping into an arena of potential conflict, a place where every word might be misinterpreted as a demand for closeness. To navigate this, it is helpful to establish routines or rituals that promote honest dialogue without pressure. For instance, consider setting aside time each week dedicated solely to checking in with each other. No distractions, just two people sharing their experiences and feelings. Over time, these regular check-ins can help both partners feel more secure in expressing themselves. It is also important to redefine what we consider healthy in relationships. For the avoidant, healthy often means maintaining a comfortable level of distance, a space where one feels unburdened and free. But true health in a relationship involves a dynamic interplay between closeness and autonomy. Reflect upon the idea that intimacy does not have to come at the cost of freedom. Rather, it can be seen as an enriching complement to the life you already lead. Think of it like this. Imagine a tree that stretches its branches wide, yet its roots remain firmly planted in the earth. The tree thrives because it is both expansive and grounded. In a similar vein, a healthy relationship for an avoidant attachment style is one where you can share love and connection without feeling that your individuality is compromised. Of course, embracing such a dynamic often requires confronting and reworking long-held beliefs about vulnerability. Many avoidantly attached individuals harbor a deep-seated fear of losing themselves in a relationship. They worry that intimacy will erode the unique qualities that define them. But here lies a paradox. By clinging too tightly to our defenses, we risk isolating ourselves from the very experiences that can enrich our lives. I recall a time when I, too, was caught in this cycle of self-imposed isolation. It took years of introspection and the gentle prodding of trusted friends and mentors before I learned that allowing myself to be seen, truly seen, did not diminish my sense of self. Rather, it deepened my connections and enriched my life immeasurably. Ultimately, the journey toward balancing closeness with freedom is one of self-discovery and gradual transformation. It requires acknowledging that while our independence is invaluable, so too is the capacity for genuine intimacy. With each step forward, whether it is a small act of sharing, a moment of honest conversation, or a simple check-in, you are rewriting the narrative of your relationships. Instead of viewing intimacy as a threat to your autonomy, you come to see it as an opportunity to enhance your life, to experience a fuller range of emotions, and to build connections that honor both your need for freedom and your desire for closeness. In closing, remember that the goal is not to completely eliminate your need for space, but to harmonize it with your desire for connection. The most fulfilling relationships are those where both partners can flourish as individuals, while also nurturing a profound bond that withstands the tests of time. As you embark on this journey, be patient with yourself. Recognize that change does not occur overnight, but every small effort you make is a step toward a richer, more balanced existence. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of avoidant attachment, how to get close without losing freedom. May you find the courage to open your heart while remaining true to your essence, and may your relationships become a source of both inspiration and liberation.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.